Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Ken, and today I want to show you how to make an absolutely delicious traditional pork souvlaki, or commonly known as Greek street food. This is not the shish kebab. This is not the kebab. There's no veggies in this. It doesn't look pretty. This is that traditional olive oil, lemon, and oregano pork souvlaki that you find grilled throughout Greece or in the Greek towns all over the place. I'm going to show you how to make it today right in your own place. So to start us off, the first thing we need to do is work on the marinade. The marinade in this is key. 4 things in this, basically 3 or 4 things: lemon, olive oil, oregano, salt and pepper. That's it. That is what's going to give you that traditional Greek grilled flavor. So to start us off, for in this recipe, by the way, I'm also going to do a doubled up version because I'm doing like a boatload of souvlaki. I'm doing roughly about 20 to 30 souvlaki. And I'll have you know, the first part of this actually is the souvlaki skewers, or the sticks themselves. I really would recommend that at the start of all this is very simply you take your sticks and you soak them in water for about half an hour to an hour. Trust me, when it comes to grilling these things later and putting them on an open flame, you don't want these puppies bursting into flames and all of a sudden you got pieces of pork rolling around all over the place. So our souvlaki skewers are in. We've got about 2 cups of our Greek extra virgin olive oil. The next key ingredient is Greek oregano. It's the one that the old ladies dressed in black pick from the mountains. And in this, I'm going to put about 4 heaping tablespoons. You can go generous on this. It carries itself a long way. The next part of this is very simply salt and pepper. Salt, you want to go fairly generous, about 2 tablespoons, because you're actually going to be seasoning about 5 to 6 pounds of pork. And again, a little fresh cracked black pepper. Fantastic. Now, the next part of this is our fresh squeezed lemon. I will have you know that these lemons came from Greece about 4 days ago with me. I just got back from Greece. These are from my own trees. I don't care who knows about this. I smuggled these in, whatever. So for these, I'm basically going to just cut them in half and very easily just juice them. And for this, you're going to need the juice of about 4 to 6 lemons, depending on how lemony you want this. And please, for the love of Pete, don't use that bottled stuff in the green plastic bottles. That's not lemon juice. For these kinds of marinades where you want the actual flavor to actually be intense and kicked up, this is what you want to use. Another little trick that I will show you is the pulp. The pulp of the lemon is what we're going to pick out and actually throw into our marinade without the pits, or even with the pits, it doesn't really matter. It'll all kind of incinerate off in the cooking process, but that's very key to that lemon, that rich lemony flavor. So once you've added your lemon juice and everything else into your marinade, the next part of this is very simple. Just leave it off to the side, let the flavors of the marinade marry, and as we're going to cube up our pork, we're going to throw it in here and just let it marinate straight away before we skewer it. And for this, I would recommend leaving it in there, if you can, minimum half an hour, but the longer the better. And believe me, this marinade, especially with the acidity of the lemons, I'm telling you, it will basically tenderize like plastic tablecloths. That's how like delicious this is going to be. All right, so our marinade is done and ready. I'm just gonna leave this off to the side. The next part of this is the star of our show, and it's our pork. And again, for Pete's sakes, don't cut corners when it comes to safety. As you can see, I'm using a white acrylic cutting board. Do the same. Do not use a wooden cutting board or something else that you've been using to cut your fruits and veggies on, because wood is porous. You're gonna have an issue, believe me. So just keep that in mind. All right, so I've got some beautiful pork here, pork loin. And if you notice, Hubert's got a little fat on him. It doesn't matter, that's fine. When it comes to Greek cooking, fat is flavor, and when it comes to pork souvlaki, we want dirty pork. And that's exactly what we're gonna make now. The trick now to making the perfect and authentic Greek souvlaki, as you see them on the sticks throughout Greece, you know, with a slab of bread on the top, is cutting them into 1-inch square cubes. That's the trick. As it cooks down, it'll get smaller, but that's the optimum size. So here, I want to show you real quick how to do this. And very simply, you can do this any way you like. Down the middle, score this, and just let your knife guide you as you're cutting down your pork. Perfect. And from here, again, 1-inch cubes, then right into our marinade. Doesn't get much easier than this. All right, so now it's been a couple hours since our pork souvlaki cubes or chunks have been marinating. The next part of this, very easy. Start skewering these puppies up. And for this, like I said, I'm using 12-inch long shish kebab skewers, soaking in at least an hour, half an hour to an hour of water. And what we're gonna do is very simply take our souvlakis and just pierce them through here. And you want to be generous with the portions, so you're going to put roughly about 4 to 5 pieces of pork on each skewer. There, that's perfect. Just like that. Thing of beauty. That goes in there. And we continue doing this now for another 30 or more. But thanks to the magic of editing and videography, you will not stand there or sit there and watch me do this. I'll be back in a bit, and after I finish doing this, we're gonna take them out to the grill and I'll show you how it's done. My friends, welcome to the inner sanctum. Clearly, our relationship has gone to the next level. So as you can see, you're in my very own grotto slash barbecue pit slash grill slash happy place. Happy, sad, mad, or glad, I come here to reflect. So basically, just so you know, this is my own custom made grill slash roasting pit. Here I can do 2 lambs, 1 pig, or 2 piglets very easily, plus barbecuing something on the bottom and letting all the juices flow naturally. So here I am always very, very happy. So to start now with our grilling process, key, get always your charcoal to be, there's that sound, baby. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's the sound. Get your charcoal to be even. And by even, I mean evenly distributed on your grill or across your grilling surface. And by all means, make sure the key here is that your charcoal is about 2/3 of the way burnt. And that way, it gives you an even and more intense heat without actually burning your pork. And here's our souvlakis going on. And it is absolutely fantastic. I love that sound. I absolutely love that sound. I am thrilled when I hear things like this. So slowly, I'm gonna add our souvlakis and take it from there. The next trick I'm gonna tell you or share with you is whenever you're basically marinating anything with olive oil has a pretty low combustion point. Water. You need the water to get a hold or get control of hot flashes or flare-ups of fire. Nothing worse than on your beautiful souvlaki or whatever it is you're grilling, you got like burnt marks or something all over it. Nothing like that. That's just terrible. So remember, water. They should really bottle this scent. I mean, the lemon, olive oil, oregano. Oh, boy. Trick number 2 to grilling authentic Greek souvlaki is turn them often. You're not searing a steak. You don't have to leave these on for long periods of time without being turned. Basically, you turn them frequently, and that way you have control and even cooking throughout your meat. And at this point here as well, once our souvlakis are actually starting to heat through, soaking of the sticks will come into play, and you're going to really thank me later, because you won't have basically pieces of wood bursting into flames on your grill. Next tip, very, very important. And this is a trick that few know about and even fewer exercise. This is the during grilling and post grilling marinade that we add on to juicen up our souvlakis and add that little bit of extra kick to them. And what this is basically is 1 part olive oil to half a part of lemon juice. That's it. And very simply, just take this and just real quick, just paint it on. I use a brush. I don't like to mess around with basically little basting brushes and, you know, bullshitting around like that. You want to get her done. So basically, just baste them up just like that. And this is where you run into a little bit of a risk of flare-ups, because the olive oil in here will actually fall into the open fire and actually start flaring up on you. So far, so good. We need a controlled burn here. Very important. So my souvlakis are just about done, and so is this episode on how to make this fantastic, authentic, traditional Greek street food, if you will. Nothing to it. Lemon, olive oil, and oregano marinade. Let this go. Grill them evenly. Add the lemon and olive oil post marinade once they're done, and you will have that authentic, traditional flavor right in your own place. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. I'm Ken, aka the Lazy Gourmet, or the guy that loves to grill everything. And please hit the subscribe button, like this, and until next time, I thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.